Hey, what's up, everybody? My architect was William Morris, who was mid to late 18th century designer. The Red House was William Morris's first major design project that he did. He designed and constructed the house with Philip Webb. Philip Webb mostly constructed the outside, designed the outside, but it was highly influenced by Morris and his influence from medievalism and medieval inspired neo Gothic styles. As you can kind of tell in the picture, all the points and stuff that he tried to incorporate into the outside of the house just shows how inspired he was by this medievalism. Well, in the building process of the Red House, Morris was trying to find a good interior designer to kind of figure out the inside of his house, but he said nobody could do it as good as he could, so he ended up starting his own little brand, I guess, with the Red House. He furnished the whole inside of the house and put up murals and big tapestries and a bunch of artwork that he did himself. Just a short while after the completion of the Red House, Morris decided that he wanted to actually start a company based off of his things that he did with the Red House. The company specialized in furnishings, decorative arts manufacturing, and retail of their own products. And the first company was actually with two other architects, so it was Morris Marshall and Faulkner Company. The business struggled early on to find projects to do or houses to furnish or whatever. Once they kind of started branching out and trying to find projects, their early business came from churches. They would remodel the churches and then do windows, the stained glass windows. And that was really the first thing they specialized in was the stained glass windows. This their brand only lasted about 14 years before Morris decided he wanted to start his own business, which he did start, and he named it Morris and Company instead. After William Morris decided that he wanted to start his own company, his brand kind of took off. He went from specializing in small furnishings and stained glass windows to mural decoration and furniture and metal and glasswares, cloth and paper wall hangings, embroideries, jewelry, woven and knotted, carpets, silk damask, and tapestries. So like the slide says, once he really started doing the design and interior design in these churches and homes, he just experimented with more stuff and his product line really expanded while his company developed. After Morris branched off into his own company and was starting to find success with his products, he came really known for his textile designs, which is basically just like a design of flowers or really any shapes or whatever he wanted to incorporate into the design. And he would weave the designs into a blanket or a quilt or a piece of fabric, and then he would sell these designs, and he would actually make them custom for a lot of people just depending on who they were, because he really liked to have each design represent the customer. And he Morris believed that everything inside your house should have meaning and look beautiful to your house. So that's why he would kind of design the textiles for each individual person. Morris's impact on design can still be widely seen today, as in houses in high school or college students' rooms, they'll still have the tapestries or murals hanging on the wall in their house. It can also be seen in the design process of the insides of houses. As Morris believed, everything in your house should have a meaning and be beautiful, like he said. And that's evident when people are designing their houses and they really pick out every little thing because they want it to be perfect. That's what Morris kind of stood for in his design process, as well as his actual brand of Morrison Company still being around today, run by another company that bought him out. But all of his products that he had are still sold, just from a different company. All of Morris's philosophies and designs are still around, like I said, just in houses and how people design their buildings when they want everything to be perfect and have meaning. That's really what Morris stood for.